G'day everyone and welcome. I'd like to talk about overcoming imposter syndrome when it comes to our creative projects. A lot of us creative types have a tendency to suffer from this particular syndrome, so let's see what we can do to overcome the effects of it. For those of you who are not familiar, let's start with a quick definition of what imposter syndrome is. It's a feeling of self-doubt, that you're not good enough, and that everything you do is tainted by fraudulence despite your achievements. It's a common feeling amongst us creative people, and it can be debilitating at times. Imposter syndrome can manifest in different ways for different people. For some, it could be the fear of not being able to hit artistic milestones. For others, it could be feeling inadequate compared to the success of their peers. It could even be the fear of taking that initial step to starting something out of their comfort zone. For example, creating a YouTube channel. Now that we have a good understanding of what imposter syndrome is, let's talk about how we can combat it. Here are 4 strategies you can use when it comes to your art projects. The first strategy is to manage your expectations. Be realistic about what you can accomplish and don't put too much pressure on yourself to perform. Consider what stage of learning you're at in the particular medium or discipline you're studying. If we keep our expectations low, then there's less chance we can get the negative feelings at the end of the creative journey. The second strategy is to try and stay positive. Instead of dwelling on the negative aspects of your work, focus on the positive. This will help you build more confidence in your skills. So how do you do that? You assess what elements that you thought were good, liked, or enjoyed doing, and then add those elements to your next project. For me, it might be a blend of colours, a way I created the background, or how certain lines and shapes came together in a harmonised way. Even if you only take 10% of what you like, then that is positive. Even these small percentages increase the improvement of our skills. Our third strategy is to recognise your strengths. Everyone has something they are good at. Take advantage of your strengths and use them to improve your overall project. That mantra of saying, "I'm not good at anything," you're just lying to yourself. I've worked with the mentally disabled, and there's always something that they are extremely good at doing. So 99% of us have no excuse to make that statement. Take time to be honest with yourself and seek those things that you're good at with your creative process. You might even surprise yourself. And now we come to our fourth and final strategy. Seek feedback. Find trusted people who can offer you honest and constructive criticism. This will help you understand where you can make improvements. This isn't always as easy as it seems. There's always someone that'll either rip it into you and make you feel like a failure, or someone that'll always give you lip service no matter how bad your art is. This is usually the case on social media. If at all possible, the best advice is to ask someone face to face. I hope these strategies help combat imposter syndrome when it comes to your art projects. Keep in mind that it takes more than just these few strategies to effectively battle imposter syndrome, but with dedication and focus, you can overcome it. So I want to talk a little about this piece because I wasn't feeling that I was progressing as well as I thought I would be. As I continued further into the piece, I started to figure out why I was feeling the way I did. After some careful analysis, I should have made the image bigger, used a heavier GSM watercolour paper, properly stretched the paper, and have had better reference to start with. I was glad when I decided enough was enough and left it alone. Not all was a negative experience. I liked the effect using the palette knife across the toothbrush to create the snow. Even the initial drawing I felt was engaging with the fairy interacting with the snowflakes. Well, at least that was my 10% positive takeaway from this painting. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed watching me experiment with gouache and coloured pencils. Even though it didn't work out as well as I would have hoped, I'll put it all down to improving my skills. Now folks, if you've made it this far, I encourage you to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more of my art processes, experiments, and my ramblings in the future. So until then, I hope to see you all in the next video. You all take care of yourselves, and as always, enjoy being creative.